everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Bills are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Dolphins defense that needs to be ready for that.
Thanks, Larry. We have your typical winter day in Buffalo with temperatures in the 20s as we approach kickoff at New Era Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, and that's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. But just 4 yards. The pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's a nice move by Ajayi. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And there's a peek at the numbers. That's what Charles Clay did last week. 7 catches, 76 yards. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On second down, Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference, defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
As the wide receivers that run around NFL fields today evolved into these basketball power forwards and small forwards that we see that go and play the game above the rim, Byron Maxwell's the type of corner that can guard them. Has the same type of a build, also has the agility and the speed to keep up with them, and he doesn't mind going up to get the ball himself.
And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. Now Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
It's been fun watching Marcel Darius progress through the NFL because I remember him coming out of college, and what I liked about him then, I like about him now. Strong, explosive, excellent hands, and believe it or not, at his size, has an ability to get skinny as he goes past offensive linemen into the offensive backfield.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. They run again with a jive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They find some open field here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Raekwon McMillan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Taylor will throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Taylor has got a man complete. It's Clay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Encroachment defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. I Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Strong running by Clay. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Bills are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Dolphins didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Taking a look now, early first quarter. Steals is found on the quick pass, and it leads to a touchdown. They'll take the early advantage. Bills with the football midway through the first. Taylor's on point with the throw, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he stopped on the play. Sticking with the same drive. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. The Bills tied up at 7. Late in the first quarter, Taylor is going to find his mark, and he ends up at the 29-yard line before he stopped on the play. Bills now later on the drive. The pass will be caught over the middle, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. The Bills up by a touchdown. Bills take it early in the second. Clay's the target here, and he ends up at midfield before he stopped on the play. Now after the fumble, Tannehill's under fire and will throw the pick. Browns is happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Orchard Park for the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. He finds an opening past the 40 and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Taylor being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Let's go, Ohio!
A give to Lacey running right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Play action, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Tannehill throwing again. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To the air again, Tannehill. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
As they run left side. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Bills on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Man 38! Man 38!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Open man is Holmes. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now here's a carry heading left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they try the right side here. And he is level. Knocked down hard. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the games. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go. What?
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bills, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.